Good morning, dear friends. It's another beautiful morning and another day to bring a supercar or sports car or Grand Tourer, whatever you want to call it, to the Tesla charging station. In all honesty, this thing doesn't need any introduction, friends. It's the AMG GTS from 2017. A car that is absolutely mind-blowing to look at, especially when you consider how the new car looks. This has been completely designed and built by AMG and is kind of the successor to the SLS, although it's pretty small actually compared to the SLS. But it's a wonderful car. Here we're talking about the fuel economy, so let me show you what we're working with, friends. Look at this long bonnet. Now, contrary to the belief of a lot of people, this is not the same engine as in the C63, for example. The C63 engine is called M177. This is the M178. They share a lot of stuff, but in terms of oil supply, in terms of lightweight materials, in terms of a little bit more response, this M178 wins. It really wins. Now, we have 510 horsepower, 650 newton meters of torque. The car is able to accelerate from 0 to 100 in 3.8 seconds. But look at that. Look how far it sits in. It's a mid-front engine, sits behind the front wheels, which makes it drive pretty aggressive. And you gotta watch your throttle. Very, very interesting looking car. But is it fuel efficient? We will find out. Let's fill it up. All right, friends, this time I will reset everything before I fill the car up, because you told me, hey, you're wasting fuel and energy while you're running the car to reset everything. So I'm resetting everything before I even start. We gotta have to put the good stuff in. Oh, somebody broke that. It's not going to be a lot because I filled it up yesterday. Let's see. You know, while it fills up, let's just enjoy this view a little bit. The thing is, with this car, do you know why women like cars like that so much? I can tell you. You see that form? It looks a little bit like a man's part. Those are the balls, and this is the front portion. So I think that's it, because I have never heard a woman not liking this. It looks very masculine. Maybe it's that. But especially, I mean, it looks phenomenal. In all honesty, the proportions are absolutely unpractical. But god damn it, it looks phenomenal. And I have a big problem. I like it too much. I didn't drive this car for a long time because, in my opinion, it's one of the best things you can get for under 100,000 bucks. 10 went in, good, super. In all honesty, you know, I decided to not drive this. I drove the Vantage V8 first, and I was so surprised that I thought, god damn it, if there was a car that is pretty much the same but cheaper, I might have to get it. Funny coincidence, look who parked next to me, an AMG GT, and it's smoking. Okay, something is wrong here. But it looks very nice, but it smells like cooling water. Anyway, we're here for the fuel economy test, man. This should have been a cool video, but it seems it isn't. Here is the proof that the car is absolutely full. Okay, let's begin. Oh my God. My strategy with this car is very simple. Don't use the throttle at all. You know, the thing is, I'll explain in a bit, but please shift into 7th. You know what, let's just do it myself. That is 7th already. Oh no. Oh no. Gearbox ratio is obviously turned for a supercar, sports car. 2000 RPMs at 110, but look how slowly I'm accelerating this. Nobody has ever seen an AMG GT accelerate like that. Oh, this is a very good one. This is very good. I just found out that the car has a sailing mode, which means, you see that? It will occasionally go into neutral. Let's drive behind this bus for maximum slipstream. Look at that. You see that? That's the sailing mode. That's called sailing. No throttle is used, nothing is used. And as always, to make some turbulences while doing a fuel economy test, it started raining, obviously, which is beneficial in some way because a lot of people will drive slowly now, which does not make me look like a complete asshole for driving 100 kph with an AMG GT, right? You would suppose I need to overtake like left lane 120, 130 hours in a 30. No. I'm just chilling, right? Another thing I had to do is I had to remove the jacket because the engine sits so near me that I can feel the heat coming into the cabinet, man. You really have to go low temperatures with the climate control here, otherwise you're melting. And the gearbox sits right here. It's a very nice layout. I really like that car, man. You know what was funny? I was just overtaken by a Tesla Model S, obviously. And he passed me pretty fast, right? Because I'm driving this AMG GT. But the children that he had in his back waved and did this. Thumbs up for the AMG GT. Now you tell me, which is cooler? But my Tesla can accelerate from 0 to 100 kph in 2.5 seconds. So what? So what, man? Can your Tesla sound like this? I'm not going to destroy my fuel economy, but you get the message. This is a pre-OPF car. 2017, 4-liter, proper man car, man. Ah, wonderful. It really sounds actually extraordinarily loud. It is almost, you're not going to hear this often from me, but it's almost too loud. Let me explain. We're sitting right at the exhaust. The exhaust is right behind me. So since there is no separation here, or I didn't put the wall up, it is pretty loud when you're trying to have a normal conversation and driving, let's say 130. But here is the magic button, right? Turn it off, turn it on, exhaust. Very, very beautiful. What I don't like about it is the placement of the buttons, man. I mean, I have to stretch like I'm in a gym session, like completely to the back to just put it in gear. Look how that looks. Imagine sitting with a girl and then, yeah, no problem. You want to drive? Drive up? No problem. You want me to put the suspension to sport? No problem. Look, that's not really the hottest thing to look at. But hey, we're doing a fuel economy test. We're not bothered about women now. We are here to save V8s single-handedly, man. Quick status update. 33 kilometers have been driven and we are sub 9 liters, friends. It looks promising in all honesty, but it will get a little bit tougher a little bit later into our journey, because a little later we're going to drive 120 kph for a long time, at least 30 to 40 kilometers. So hopefully that goes well. Mercedes-Benz claims 9.4 liter to 100 kilometers, which is not bad for such a car. I mean, this is a proper sports car, in all honesty. It goes into the category of a Grand Tourer, a Gran Turismo, but I don't think it really is. When I sit in a Vanquish, for example, it feels totally different than this AMG GT. Or when you sit in another car, like, I don't know, a Bentley that is considered a Gran Turismo, it feels completely different. This is a proper sports car, in all honesty. Proper sports car. Really, really like it. I really like it. The only thing that really bothers me is I don't know what they did with the quality in those types of cars, but there is literally so many things, small things that are broken already. Like, for example, this lid. I can't close this lid. It's pissing me off the whole time. When you shift up, you hear a little scratching noise like beep, beep. You hear that? I'll go closer. Oh God! Ah! It literally sounds like somebody is scratching a wall. Ugh. This is just typical Switzerland, my friends. Typical Swiss weather. All of a sudden it starts raining for a couple of days, but then after the rain, the sun comes out and you get a beautiful place looking like from the movies. It really is a phenomenal place to live. It really, really is. I love Switzerland, man. I love Switzerland. You know what I think is interesting? Not so long ago, like 3 or 4 months ago, I did a fuel economy test with a McLaren MP4 12C. That car had 750 horsepower because it was tuned. It was tuned, it had everything in there, right? It had pops and bangs, it spat flames, it accelerated like crazy. The video is out, you can check it. And you know how much fuel it used to 100 kilometers? And I remind you, 750 horsepower, 3.8 liter V8. It used 5.5 liters. When I was doing the fuel economy test on that car, I was shocked. 5.5 liters, friends. The video is out, you can check it. You can check it, it's there. It was absolutely insane to think of. Absolutely insane. This could never do it. Never in a million years. And I really think they should have fitted it with an 8 gear. I really think they should have done that. Friends, I swear I was trying every single trick I had, like hovering, like putting it in sailing mode, like doing all of that downhill, but it doesn't look that good, in all honesty. It doesn't look that good. This might be the first car that I've ever had to not be able to score a better fuel economy than what they claim. It's at 9.7 liters right now, which it's not bad. It's really not bad, but no, it's the same road. No chance. No chance to put the car down fuel economy wise. There is a big hill coming up. We will exceed 10 liters after that. I'll try to drive it at 100 kph, 110, but it's really I'm very sad, man. I'm very sad. Oh God, look what's overtaking me. Oh God, one of those electric Abarths. Ooh. I know that green color fits it actually pretty well. It looks exactly like how you feel when you see it. Oh, terrible. Before I forget it, friends, make sure to join me in Opfikon at the Nürburgring Esports Bar, right? Come there, you can get a free 10 minutes qualifying lap from the 7th to the 25th October. I will be there regularly, but on the 26th we will have the actual races. Now, I'm not sure if you know it, but I'm a big fan and believer of sim racing. All my driving skills have been acquired by sim racing. There was nobody to teach me, you know? I told you maybe a couple of times, but I don't come from rich parents. I've worked my ass off for everything. So there was no place for me to learn skills besides a Gran Turismo and this, what was it, like a Logitech G25 steering wheel from GT himself, like 200 bucks. Something like that. I learned it with Gran Turismo, man. And now I can offer you a free drive, 10 minutes plus. If you win against me, you'll get something very beautiful. And let's say it has 4 wheels, it has an engine in the back, and it is at the Nürburgring. So you can imagine what you're gonna do. It's going to be a very interesting session for you, my friend. So make sure to join me there. All right, friends, we are arriving at the petrol station and we have to do some calculation. Friends. Now, it says 10 liters to 100 kilometers. We have been driving 111, so whatever the result is, we have to divide by 111 and multiply by 100 to see what the car actually used in fuel. Let's see what it actually did. This is a very curious moment for me. Okay, exceeded 5 liters. Ha! Yeah, I believe that. Okay, 10 liters, 11 liters, 11.4. All right, 11.4. Let me calculate that quickly. I've calculated it. 11.4 divided by 111 times 100 is 10.2 liters. So it's pretty accurate. I think if there wasn't rain, okay, if the road was dry and we had the tire pressure a little bit up, maybe I could have gone a 9.5 liters, but I don't think that this car is able to go under 9 liters. No chance. In all honesty, I don't think this is possible. If anybody has one of these and you can prove me wrong, I'll be glad to see that, but I don't think it can do it, in all honesty. This wasn't the best result, but the question is, should we really be mad at it, right? Should we really? Because if you just forget about the fuel economy for a little bit and just enjoy what this car has to offer, we might find out that it's actually very interesting to drive. It's mad as hell. Let's put it in race mode. Maybe race mode is a little better. Woohoo! Yeah, it kind of it's a little bit aggressive. Anyway, friends, that's for another video. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you, and see you on the next one. Goodbye.